welcome back to the Command Center. You understand me? Y'all see what it is, man. But the Command Center, it's the e-bike special. You dig? You understand me? Well, we're gonna be taking a look at these e-bikes that I got on deck, and yeah, we taking a look at the e-bikes today. You understand me? I told y'all I was gonna do we was gonna check these out. Now I'm gonna tell you something starting out, man. We not gonna ride them today. We're gonna come back. Unfortunately, today is the only day I have for this video. So next Tuesday we'll come back if you're interested in seeing how super fast we go down the street. We'll do that next Tuesday. We're gonna do that next Tuesday. So we're gonna pick up today. We're just gonna be discussing them. I'm gonna be letting you guys know where you two can pick one of them at. I'm gonna be dropping the link in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed my YouTube short. Yesterday, man. Yeah, we got down on that. Let me tell you guys, man, let me start out by saying, now these bikes, man, these ain't my first e-bikes, okay? These are my second pair, okay? If you go back in the videos, we unboxed some e-bikes a while back, and those were my first two pairs. Now those e-bikes, I still could have had them same e-bikes today had I knew a lot about fixing e-bikes, but I ain't know a lot about fixing. If you good with electronics, let's start off right with this. If you good with electronics, you're gonna be able to repair these. It's the repair factor with these bikes. Simple flat, that's not a problem. But when the throttle go out, which is right here, when the throttle go out, you don't have to replace that throttle with another throttle, which hooks to the battery, which is inside of the e-bike. You understand me? This bike comes apart. Both of them. All e-bikes come apart. You can get to the battery, replace everything on the bike. So the more you know about electric stuff, the better you're going to be off with one of these bikes. You understand me? That's the only reason I got rid of my first two, because I didn't know how to do the electric repairs on the bike. So I just got rid of them and bought me two more. You know what I mean? So now the simple flats, like I said, I can fix all that. But when it gets to the electric stuff like that, I couldn't fix them. So I just sold them to somebody that knew how to fix them, and just got two more e-bikes. But yeah, these are the specials I found on Temu. Let me start off also by saying, man, I found these same bikes. On Amazon, and they were reasonably priced. But the deal with Amazon with these bikes is, you have to pay them also an extra additional $100 to ship the bike to you. So if this bike costs $450, your cost now is $550, including the $100 shipping fee on all the e-bikes on Amazon. I don't know what that is. I went to Temu. There is no $100 fee for to ship you the bike. They just ship it to you. Now that's already saved $100. Over Amazon. So yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something, I was gonna buy the bikes off Amazon anyway, and some said, here we go again, check Temu, you understand me, and see if they sell e-bikes. You know what I mean? And I'm not thinking these guys sell stuff like this. I usually go to Temu when I want some clothing or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking Temu for e-bikes, arcade signs, and all that type stuff. I'm not thinking e-bikes on Temu, man. You know what I mean? But they got them. Now let me start off by saying you will receive, when you order these bikes, a power supply to charge the bike up. Okay, and both of these bikes are at different watts. This is a 46 watt bike at 46 amps, and this bike is a 36 watt bike at 36 watts with a 36 watt power supply. Now let's talk about some of the differences between these bikes. This bike here, which is called Wing, I think, Windhorse. This is a Windhorse box. You also will receive a user manual with whatever bike you order. Okay, this bike here, I'm gonna say it goes about 20 miles an hour standard. I had a a different electric bike. This one reminds me of the Swagtron EV5 that I had bought. And when I first bought that Swagtron about 4 years ago, that bike was $999, and this bike is exactly like that bike. This is the same bike, man. I swear. And I got this bike on Temu for an unbelievable $350, man. You can't beat it, man. You cannot beat it. And the extra security measures is this bike got some good security measures. This bike takes a key. So they'll give you 2 keys with the bike. You understand me? So you need to put this key in this ignition and turn it to even get this bike to go. So that's a good security measure right there with these bikes, man. You know what I mean? This bike, like I said, goes about 20 miles an hour. These both of the bikes have lights in the front of the bike and in the back of the bike. Both bikes do. Okay, so yeah. Now, the Wingman, man, was a good deal, man. I bought this bike first. And I'm like, man, I got away with it. I couldn't believe the deal, man. I got on there and I'm like, oh my God, what? Are you serious? 3 free? And then they're not charging the extra $100 to ship the bike to you. So, man, I didn't know how to act. You understand me? Yeah. So, yeah, I hurried up and got on that. Like I said, both bikes got a light in the back and a light in the front. Now, when you get this bike in the box, the putting together process, all you have to do is screw these pedals on here. They screw in really easy, and lift this up, because it's got a locking mechanism on this pole right here that unlocks. So the pole will be flipped to the side, but you just pull it up and lock it. And that's the only thing that you got, the only 2 things you got to do to these bikes when you get them. And they send you all the little tools to do it with also in the box when you order these bikes. Yeah. Now let's take a look at the Archer. Cheer. I don't know how to say that word that good, but I'm gonna let you guys get a look at what it says. Yeah. Now this bike here is a 46 amp watt bike. It takes a little bit longer to charge this bike up. But now this bike here goes about 35 to 45 miles an hour. This bike goes so fast it'll scare you. You know what I mean? You'll get like you riding on a motorcycle and you're going too fast. This bike scared me when I first got it. I didn't even know it had 3 gears. Somebody pointed that out to me. Let's go up to the power supply up here, and if you can see, this bike it has a speedometer on it also. I think both bikes have. No, my other bike don't have a speedometer on it. But this one has a speedometer, let you know how fast you're going. And yeah, it lets you know. Yeah, and it also has a horn. Yeah, it has a horn on it, so you can, and you have your light button right here, so you can turn the lights on and turn them off. Now see the lights light up, and this light is bright on this bike. And you would think when you had e-bikes before with lights on them, you would think when you go that the bike the lights will go down on the bike. Not this one. This bike also has shock absorbed stuff on it. Yeah, so if you hit a bump, you're not gonna feel nothing. And the same with this bike. All you have to do is pull a pole up, lock it in, and put the pedal and screw the pedals on. On all e-bikes, when you get them, you might have to lift the seat up too. You might have to put the seat on. Let me. And it's so simple, man. Yeah, it's a simple process, man. You might have to put the seat on. Yeah, matter of fact, I had to put the seat on both bikes, but they came already assembled. All you got to do is put the pole in there and tighten it up. So yeah, they simple, man. Yeah, and then they come with instructions, so you ain't gonna have no problem with these bikes, man, once you get them. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. They came with some heavy duty tires. The first e-bikes I bought came with standard regular tires. They wasn't heavy duty. You understand? And I ended up catching flats. That's the big deal with the e-bikes. You gotta watch. And I'm gonna tell you something they're not gonna tell you. These bikes don't roll over bumps well. It's so the less bumpy the road is, the better. You know what I mean? You don't want to be riding bumpy. You know what I mean? Because they got a lot of electronics in the throttle and stuff like that. And you don't want to mess the throttle up, you know what I mean? Because it's got a lot of electric cords and stuff in the throttles, and they easily snap apart sometime, you know what I mean? But now that's over a period. You say you go somewhere every day and it's a bumpy way. You might want to take a different way, because over a period of time, your bikes it's gonna put wear and tear on these e-bikes. They ain't built for bumps. You understand me? The smoother the road is, the better. You understand me? That's what let me make that clear. They're not going to tell you that, though. You're going to have to find that out. But in the case of this bike, it would be better for this bike because it's got shock absorbing stuff on it. Not this bike. You know what I mean? Yeah, it would be bad for this bike because it don't got shock absorbed stuff on it. The bike take the shock. You know what I mean? And you. So yeah. Now both of these bikes, I shop with Temu so much that both of these bikes were $350. However, I got a discount on both bikes because I shop with them a lot. They gave both of them to me for $600. Now, yeah, they would have been $700, but I got a whole $100 off because that's, the more you shop with Temu, the more they discount you. You know what I mean? So, and I've been shopping with them for a long time. So, I was wondering. I purchased the bike. It said $350, and then when I purchased it with my credit card, my total was $299. I'm like, how's that? And then I looked. I saw they gave me a discount, a big discount on both bikes. So yeah, the more you shop with these guys, the more discounted you will be. Man, like I said, Temu, man, the bomb, man. You understand me? Yeah, I'm gonna be, like I said, leaving links in the descriptions below. I like the security measure, however, on this Wingman bike here, man, because that key, they gonna give you 2 keys with that bike. In case you lose, they already ahead of you. In case you lose that first key, they give you 2 keys. Now, you know what? And even, I'm going to tell you, one of these keys may even do something else. I haven't looked in the user's manual, but one of these keys may even, in fact, now see, there go the lights on this bike. Like I said, it's got lights on the front end, and this light is pretty bright. Both of the bikes have bright lights on them. So yeah, and you finna go. Let me tell you something. You finna go. They got a weight limit. They got a weight. Limit on these bikes. So you might want to check your user manual when you pick one of these bikes up to see what the weight limit is. But I ain't seen nobody that ain't been able to get on one of these and it zip them across. I got a friend, I know he's at least 250 pounds. He got on one bike, it zipped him. He went and bought him one immediately. I said, man, you didn't think he didn't think it was gonna take him. I said, yeah, you get on it, man, and yeah, it's gonna take you. I remember the first 2 e-bikes I bought. When I got the bikes and the bike came in a box, and I got it all together. And when I got the bike together, I'm like, man, this thing don't look like it's gonna do anything. It look like it's too small, right? Man, boy, was I wrong. I must have hit one of the buttons on that bike, and it took off in here. And it almost clammed the wall. That was that Swagtron EB5. Yeah, I said, oh my God. And then when I got that bike together and took it outside and got on it, oh my God, I was like, boy, was I wrong. You know, and this bike here, like I said, it has 3 gears. I did not know it had 3 gears, fam. Hold up. Okay, I was riding the bike. Let me let you guys see this. It's a button right here, and I had been riding it. That's first, okay, gear with pedal assist. If you can see that, that's first gear with pedal assist. That means if you pedal the bike, both of the bikes got pedal assist. You can put the bikes in pedal. If you pedal, you can pedal the bike, and it'll push you a little. Or you can just pull the throttle back and it'll just take you by itself. Okay, then you push it again, you got second gear. It's gonna go in this gear about 15 to 20 miles an hour. Okay, I didn't know that. Now, this is the gear I was riding the bike in the whole time. I didn't know that it had another gear. So you push it again, now you're going about 35 to 45 miles an hour max gear. Now, depending on what gear you're riding in will determine how long your battery will last. Okay, this bike here is 46 watts. Like I said, it'll stay charged for a long time, no matter what mode you riding it in. But when it goes down, it's gonna take about, I say it's gonna take this bike about 2 hours to charge up. Okay, now my other bike, this Wingman bike, it's gonna take an hour to charge that bike up. And then now the pedal assist, let me stress, the pedal assist will charge the bike up if you just pedal, and it's just like you're riding it anyway, you know what I mean? It'll push you mostly. You don't have to. You'll do a lot less pedaling than you think. You pedal like 2 times, it's gonna take you down the street off them 2 pedals. You know what I mean? That's what it seems like. You know what I mean? Yeah, the pedal assist is crazy on these bikes. And I suggest if you buy an e-bike, make sure it has pedals on it. Okay, for pedal assist, because don't buy an e-bike. I'm gonna say don't buy an e-bike without pedestal, because when the throttle go out, you will be stuck with the bike until you fix the throttle. With a pedal assist bike, you can still ride the bike even though the throttle is broke, because the bike has pedal assist. Hear me there, hear me there, hear me there now, hear me there. I had to find this stuff out by buying these bikes and having problems with them. You know what I mean? So let me save you some problems because one of the bikes that I bought was called a Jetson Pro. Go back in the videos, we did an unboxing on that bike. It did not have pedals. It only had a throttle. And when that throttle went out on that bike, I had to buy another throttle. However, I had to replace both throttles on both of those bikes, but I had no knowledge on how to put the throttle on the bike. You know what I mean? So I'm just stuck with 2 bikes, and where I'm at and where I'm located at, we don't have a e-bike repair person. You know, if you in the city, great. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna have no problem finding somebody that know how to fix these bikes. That's your only problem with these bikes. Flats are easy, just like a regular bike, but you have a lot of stuff. If you catch a flat on these bikes, your brakes, look at this, you got to take all this stuff off to replace that tire, and you got to put all of that stuff back on there. You know what I mean? If you want brakes. Now, if you don't want the brakes anymore, you can take the brakes off, but I suggest not doing that. But you know, that's what you're gonna have to go through. If you have a flat, you're gonna have to take all of that stuff off and replace it. And then fix the flat, and then put all of that stuff back on the bike. That's the only thing with these e-bikes, man. You know what I mean? Catching a flat. But like I said, these bikes came with heavy-duty tires. So what I'm gonna do, listen to me closely now. What I'm gonna do is on Temu, they got tires this size. Both of these tire sizes are size 14 tires on both of these bikes, and most e-bikes have size 14 tires. Now some of them have size 12 tires, but most of them have 14 size. Now they got non-flat tires. I just found them, so I'm gonna buy me a set of 2 sets. Now these tires don't catch a flat. You see what I'm saying? So you won't have to worry about the flat problem. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something else. Once you pull a tire off one of these bikes, it seems to never go back on right. You know what I mean? You'll get it on there, it'll ride right, but it'll never ride like it rode when you first bought the bike. You know what I mean? So yeah. Because I remember having flats on both of my other bikes, and once I took that tire off to fix that flat, they still went like they supposed to went, but they never rode the same way. You gotta know what I'm talking about. They never rode the same way. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to explain. So you really don't want to take the tires off too many times. So I suggest if you're gonna order one of these bikes, get you a set of those non-flat tires, size 14s, to go on it. First off, find out what size tires that your e-bike has. It'll be listed on the tire, also in the user manual. Okay, so yeah, man. Now next Tuesday, we're gonna take them for a spin, cause you know it's kind of hard to ride and film at the same time. So I got a pair of smart glasses that film. So we're gonna film while we're gonna try this new camera out. These glasses I got, and we're gonna try them cameras out, and while we're riding, test riding next Tuesday. If you guys are interested in that video, so yeah, make sure you tune in for that, man. I wanted to let you guys stress that. Make sure that your bike has pedals if you're gonna buy an e-bike, because that it's a throttle safe move, because these throttles on these bikes go out over time, you know. So you're gonna have to replace this sooner or later, you know what I mean. And then if you do get one of these, when you pull this back, don't let it snap back like that. That wears and tears on it. Make sure you put it back softly, you know what I mean. I'm letting you guys know some stuff that I found out through having e-bikes, you understand me. Yeah, the throttle, it's easy to fix if you know about electronics. You ain't gonna have no problems. And I'm gonna tell you something, these guys have some kind of way that they soup the batteries up or something. I don't know how they do that, but they even get them to go way faster than they even go. So yeah, I figure that's bad on the battery, so I don't do it. I just leave them how they are. But yeah, know that exists too. Just look it up if you're interested in that. Yeah. But this bike goes so fast, like I said, man. This bike's scary fast already at 20 miles an hour going down the street. But when you're going like 35 miles to 45 miles an hour on this bike here, I'm gonna see if I can hold this up. No, I can't do that like that. Like I said, we're gonna test them out though Tuesday. I was trying to see if I could hold that up while hitting that throttle so you can see the speedometer say how fast you're going. But we're gonna get that done next Tuesday. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my icy short. You dig? Yeah, that's a cold game. PC, PlayStation 4. Make sure you guys check that out. Icy. I think they got Nier Automata. I don't know which one of them games came out first, but if Icy came out before Nier, they got Nier from Icy. You understand me? Or Icy from Nier. You understand me? Vice versa, because she got a robot, the other person got a little robot that follow them around. Yeah, let me find out, man. Yeah, make sure y'all look that game up, man. I think that game was for the PlayStation 4. However, I never seen that game until I got a PC. You know, I didn't even know it was for the PlayStation 4. That Icy short that I did yesterday. So yeah, man, thanks for tuning in to our Command Center e-bike special, man. We should be back Tuesday night arcade night. We may not do Tuesday night arcade night tonight because we did this e-bike special today. So we might postpone that Sailor Moon walkthrough until the Tuesday after next, because we're gonna ride the bikes next Tuesday, and I'm gonna let you guys get a load of how fast these bikes go. Yeah. Then let's take a look real quick. Let me get you guys charged up and powered up. You understand me? I'm gonna put you guys up here. Flip this camera. Hope you guys are doing great, man, today, man. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, man, apparently you guys liked it that fight night, Friday night, that I did horrible